live on the DAZN, Misfits Boxing comes to Newcastle, September the 23rd. There's all kinds of fights on Misfits. We've seen everything in the first year since, of course, that famous night back in London last August. This time, we're headlined by the fighters' fight of the night. Idris Virgo and Aaron Chalmers face off here in a digital face-off that, let me tell you honestly, it started before we even hit the record button. These two already getting into the verbals. Aaron Chalmers, Idris Virgo, two of the most entertaining men, I've got to say, I've come across in the fight world, known both of you on previous campaigns. Great to see you both again. Good afternoon. Idris, starting with yourself. Look very cool as always. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm happy that someone finally faced their fears and signed a contract to fight me. Since my last performance against Anthony Taylor, everyone was scared and everyone was behind the bush and being cowards. And Aaron now has stepped up to play, and he thinks it's a brave option to fight me as a main event in his hometown. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter, so I don't know how that conclusion got to his head. He probably had too many beers, and he must have thought, "Oh yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this fight." So,
he told now, Idris, mate.
Bro, once alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Let's be honest, bro. Come on, man. When was the last time you drank?
If you're an A+ fighter, how come you're on the influencer scene then? Why are you not in the pro scene if you're an A+ fighter? Why are you not chasing? If you're A+ fighter, why are you not chasing world championships then?
Because I'm comfortable at the Misfits scene. I'm comfortable at the Misfits scene.
There you go.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm comfortable where I am. So why are you going back from being a professional boxer into the influencer scene? Then answer that question.
Going from what, sorry?
Why have you gone from being a pro boxer into the influencer scene? So why have you done that yourself?
I only done one boxer. I only had one pro fight.
And you knew it was a bad decision. And you knew you couldn't hold.
Nah, because I won. But what's about, mate? The thing is, how old are you, Idris?
I'm 30, man. How old are you?
Yeah, so see, I'm 36. So if you think, let's break it down, right? On the pro scene, you're 30. You've had 13 pro fights, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say 13? Let's be honest, 13 journeymen. Yeah, maybe 11, 12 journeymen.
Nah,
be honest. Nah, there's no shame in it.
No, decent opponents, 13 decent opponents.
Yeah. Right. Nah, decent.
Decent opponents. Any of those opponents would beat you.
Come on.
Aaron, come on, man.
Idris, you can't call an opponent decent that's got fucking 250 losses.
Doesn't matter if the loss is still got on the ring and the foot.
Right, yeah, no, right, okay, fair enough. So I'm 30, so I had my debut at 35.
Yeah.
Right. So the way the boxing is at the minute, the shows are not coming through thick and fast like they were before COVID, were they? So for me to go in the pro scene, by the time I have fucking 10, 12 fights, mate, I'm going to be 38. I don't want to be boxing when I'm 38, mate. I think I've got 1 year left. I'm going to enjoy the Misfits scene, and then that's me bouncing. And the thing is, I don't need to box. I want to do it for 1 more year, and then I'll bounce. I don't want to be boxing until I'm 38, mate. I've got 3 kids. So I'm going to enjoy the Misfits for a year.
Like your heart's not in it. When I'm fighting you, I want your heart to be in it. I don't want
you to
fight me. I don't want you to fight me like Floyd Mayweather when your heart wasn't in it. You're just there for a paycheck. I want to battle. I want to fight the best Aaron. So I hope that you train.
You will. Listen, you'll get the best Aaron.
And you can't be saying about age. Bernard Hopkins is fought when he was about same age as you, and he went into being a world champion. So that's the excuse.
Yeah, but Hopkins started training when he was 18. I started training when I was 30.
Yeah, but you turned pro. You turned pro at a late age.
I turned pro at 35.
So what? Bro, come on.
So you're not making sense. So what are you trying to say?
To me, it sounds like you ain't got a heart, Aaron. No, you seem like a decent guy, but it seems like you ain't got a heart.
Listen. I have never turned a fight down in my life. Look at that. I took the fight and I didn't even know who the fucking main event was. That just shows how much I like fighting. I didn't ask, who is it? I just said, yeah, I'm in. He said, you don't even know who it is. I said, I don't care. He said, I knew you weren't going to say that.
Yeah, but I'm hoping and you don't pull out.
Listen, I don't really know you, right? And I've seen the call outs. I don't know you, so I'm not going to say, like, I don't know you. I don't mind you. That's to be honest opinion. I've seen the call outs, and now eventually we're going to get it on. Eventually it's swung around where we can now fight. So now it's here. After all, I've seen the little slide digs and the call out, which is fair enough. Obviously, you've spoke for however long you fucking spoke. and we've now got the fight. So we're going to get it on in Newcastle in 4 weeks. And
Guys,
then
I've got to say, you've made my job a whole lot easier this first few minutes, because I just
you don't need to narrate with me and Idris, mate. We can talk.
And there is definitely no question from my side on whether you can both talk and sell a fight. But you both said a few things there that I want to pick up on. Aaron, obviously, we know that you've had high-profile fights as of late. Idris, your fight last time out against Anthony Taylor was it was destructive. It certainly set out a message to the rest of the Misfits universe. Aaron has alluded to you calling a lot of people out since then, and I think I've seen all of them and had different reactions.
Didn't you call Carl Froch?
Yeah, I did, because I beat Carl Froch as well. It's I'm a different level and kettle of fish, man. I'll fight anyone.
Well, Carl Froch can wait, because it's Aaron Chalmers in front of you first. Idris, talk to me about the task at hand with Aaron. You know that he has a fight background in MMA and in boxing. He turned pro last year, Aaron, if I remember correctly. It was on a show in Liverpool, Nathan Gorman headlining.
Last June.
So you know he has this in his pedigree. What task do you see in front of you? How are you going to get past Aaron Chalmers?
I'm literally gonna demolish him on September the 23rd. I'm gonna go into this back garden, and he can try bringing pressure, he can try bringing skills. I've seen all that already. He said himself, had 13 pro fights. I've seen it already. Andy Taylor came in and said, I'm gonna come in the Mike Tyson style overhand. It didn't work. I am literally gonna go to his turf and embarrass him. And if he's calling in his face off, I'll take him into deep waters and end him in round 4. But if he keeps hyping up, I'll end him in round 3 or 2. Because right about now,
how are you going to end this though?
I'm looking to make a statement.
You've got zero power though. You've got no power.
I've got no power.
Yeah. How many knockouts you had?
I've got no power.
How many knockouts you had? I'm just asking the question. How many knockouts you had?
I've got 2 knockouts.
In 13.
You know why I had those 2 knockouts? Because guys were running away. Since they felt my power, they don't understand in the middle of the ring and they ran away. Same with 80. He tried to clinch. He tried to run away.
Taylor.
Because you can't handle the power. So you're going to tell me you can handle my power?
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Yeah, we will.
Aaron, do you think... going to be a bounce? I'm going to take you in the deep waters. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah, we'll see. You said that you're going to knock Taylor out. You didn't do it.
But I can knock you out.
But you didn't. You said you're going to knock Taylor out. You didn't do it.
Well, because he was clinching and he was running. I called this before with Chris. I said the only way I won't knock Taylor out if he runs and clinch, and that's exactly what he did.
Aaron,
listen, I'm not gonna take away Idris. Idris is a good boxer. He's a slippery customer. That's the best. He's technical and slippery. So I know this is a fucking hard fight. And as everyone's like Idris said, not many people are swerving Idris.
Yeah.
I'm not in this to swerve people. I'm not in this to swerve people and say, oh, this fight's been offered and I'll take it. And I'm going to be fully prepared. Fully prepared. It's in my home turf, like you say. Who's the pressure on? Is it on me? Is it on Idris? We'll see on fight night. But it's a very tough task for me. And I'm under no illusion that it's going to be a fucking hard night's work. And that's it. Like, I'm not going to come on here and say, yeah, Idris is shit, because listen, I'm quite respectful. I know you're not. You're a slippery customer. But I put myself in these situations to make me a better fighter. That's the honest opinion. And I think it's going to be a great fight. A great fight. I hope you're not taking this too lightly, Idris. I really do. But if you do, then obviously, fucking that's up to you. But it'll be a great night. It'll be a great night. And we both want to push on. I've got a year left. I want to push on in Misfits. Idris wants to push on in Misfits. We're all chasing them bigger fights, let's be honest. We're all chasing the bigger fights and the bigger paydays. So it's someone goes 2 steps back, someone goes 5 steps forward after this fight. So that's what makes it a great fight.
Is he making it personal by saying he's coming to your territory, he's coming to your back garden, he's going to do this in your hometown? It's a set on him when he comes to your town. I would say that about any fighter who goes away. But he's saying quite openly and frankly, he's coming to your house, to your back garden, and he's going to knock you out. He's quite open about that. Does that add a layer of personal level?
Nah, there's no personal there. That, like, fucking hell. That's what compared to some of the abuse I get online. That's quite timid. Obviously, he's going to say this. He's a fighting man. Every fighter thinks they're going to go into a fight and knock someone out. That's what we all want. We all want to finish the fight. We don't want to be in there any longer than we have to be. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So yeah, but it's not personal. It's not personal. I'm looking at Idris as I'm trying to step over him to get where I want to be.
It's not gonna happen, man. You picked the wrong fight. You accepted the wrong fight, man. I've got to be honest. You accepted the wrong fight. Like, yeah, I want to fight people, but you actually accepted the wrong fight. You actually signed your death wish or death list, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why you're taking this fight if you want to do another year, Misfits. It's the wrong fight. You should have fought Jack.
You won't end my career, that's for sure.
You should have fought Jack. You should have carried and fought Jack.
Yeah, mate. I think he's away filming. He's went filming somewhere.
You guys are half-hearted in this whole boxing thing, man. You got to know what you're getting yourself into.
Aaron,
come on.
Listen, recently, Aaron, you fought Floyd Mayweather, right? Everybody knows the story of that fight. Floyd, proved himself over a hugely successful career to be not only the king in the ring, but the king of mind games and getting into, verbal wars, etc. Before the fight, often during the fight, he would quite commonly wind opponents up and say what they needed to. I think it's fair to say it wasn't the biggest sell that he ever committed when he fought you. But given that you did fight someone like Floyd Mayweather, does that make it a harder task? With all due respect to Idris Virgo, he can't break you down mentally because you face Floyd Mayweather. Who's the
one thing? Like, I'll never be broken down by words. Like that's like. I've been in this game. I've been in this on this TV fight game for 10 years. The abuse I've had, like someone saying they're going to knock us out, that doesn't bother me. Like the abuse I get on a daily basis about my children and my kids, even like you've got to toughen yourself up to this. You have to.
What about drinking? What about you drinking? What about you drinking?
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, mate.
Don't drink anymore. You're sober.
Nah.
How long for?
Mate, listen, I used to get paid to drink. Do you know what I mean? So I was paid to go on TV and drink. Do you know what I mean? But now I've decided to not drink anymore.
Yeah, we'll see after this fight. You'll go back to drinking 100%.
Yeah, I might have a pint when I smack you in the mouth a few times, but we'll see. Do you know what I mean?
No chance at all, man. No chance at all. You couldn't even be. How old is Floyd? 47 or 46? 45. You couldn't even manage Floyd's pressure and his attention in the ring. And I'm a younger Floyd, and I'm better than Floyd at my age.
You're a younger. Oh my.
So
you're a better Floyd at your age. How many belts have you got then? How many? Wasn't Floyd 4-division champion? 4-weight champion.
What I'm trying to say is you fought Floyd at 46 when he's run down, he's retired, he's like an old tire when you got to replace. I'm a younger and fresher version of Floyd. I'm quicker, sharper, more power. You just about cope with Floyd. Like, how do you think you're going to manage against me? Your last fight against Keith as well, you got knocked down. You just about coped.
Yeah, I got knocked down, but what happened though? I got up.
Huh?
I got up. I got knocked down. I got up and I finished the fight. That's the difference. Some people, but where's Keith? Just gone, starting the UFC.
But you know what I mean? You're fighting lesser caliber fighters. I'm fighting, and you think you're ready to step in against me?
You fought a featherweight MMA fighter, Anthony Taylor.
So what weight are you then? What weight did you walk around at?
Welterweight.
What weight? So what weight is that then? 170.
170.
So what does that mean? You must be walking around about what? 190, 180?
Yeah, but you're saying Anthony Taylor used to fight in Bellator at featherweight. What, 145?
Yeah.
And you went the distance with him?
I guarantee you now, after this fight, when they beat you and knock you out, you go fight Anthony Taylor, and I guarantee you now, Anthony Taylor will knock you out.
I bet he doesn't.
I guarantee you will.
Idris, are you saying that
Anthony Taylor, you're one of them?
Idris, are you saying that Anthony Taylor is a harder fight than Aaron?
100%. Anthony Taylor is a tricky opponent. Anthony Taylor shocked me, and I thought, okay, I'll knock this geezer out. But as I said before, the only way I wouldn't have been to knock the geezer out when he clinches and run.
How many rounds was that? 4.
Say again?
4 rounds.
4 rounds. We got 5 rounds, so I got one more round.
The thing is, with Anthony, fair play. Anthony, what I will give you with him, he's not your typical. I don't even think he knows what he's going to throw before he throws it. He's so unorthodox. I mean, he loves the overhand, right? But I don't think the gas tank's quite there. I think he started a gas towards, I think, round 3 maybe, and that's. I watched the fight. I think by round 3, I think that's when you start picking them apart.
Yeah, but you ain't got the gas tank as well. You're alcoholic, so you ain't got the gas tank. You ain't got the gas tank.
Mate, imagine when you get beat off an alcoholic. Where does that leave you? Where does it leave you though? Where does it leave you? Because your TV career was dead in the water after 3 minutes on Love Island. So where does that leave you?
After that, then the water Love Island, I'm here fighting the Misfits. So all I'm trying to say is, as soon as I beat you, you're gonna go back to drinking. So take it easy, bro. You know what I mean?
Mate, I've got opportunities left, right, and centre. Another Misfits, I think, in October. Another Misfits in December. Do you know what I mean? I've got options everywhere. Dubai in December. I've got options. All you have is Misfits.
No, I've got options as well.
You have it?
I don't need to brag about my options.
Idris,
I'm calm. I'm happy, and I'm happy inside, so I don't need to brag about my options.
Well, listen, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. But like I said,
let me ask Chris, and then I'm going to ask you, Aaron, the same question as we begin to wrap up, because I feel like I could watch you two go back and forth all day, but I want to say something.
Listen, I knew as soon as I seen him, I could see he was fucking chomping at the bit to start. But as soon as I come on the camera, so I thought I had to get in before he started. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, let me ask you this, because it's my job to stir the pot. So I've just pulled out the biggest wooden spoon you've ever seen. Idris, who's winning this face-off?
Say again?
Who's winning this face-off?
Me already, 1-0. I've already won. I won the fight as soon as you signed the contract. I won that fight as soon as you signed the contract. I already know I won that fight.
Aaron, who's winning the face-off?
Listen, Chris, you're asking two people with big egos who's winning the face-off. There ain't no way he's seeing me, and there isn't no way I'm seeing him. Let's be honest. You've got two big egos here. Look at that, Chris. I think you've said 3 words in this whole thing. So I knew as soon as I come on the camera, I could see Idris. His mouth was moving because he was ready to start. The minute I come on, so I knew we would have took over from you. But yeah, I'm winning the face-off.
Idris,
no, you're winning sipping water or whatever's in that bottle.
Yeah, it's
a cider.
It's vodka lemonade. Idris, come on.
Idris, give me your prediction for fight night.
Prediction: I'm going to take this guy into deep waters. As I said, his face-off's been quite decent. So, do you know what? I'm going to be kind with him, and I'm going to end him in probably round 3 or 4. Just to be kind with him. I want the punishment to finish for him. I don't want to torture him anymore in that ring. But I'm going to literally put a masterclass performance on September the 23rd, and everyone should tune in, and everyone should see this fight. We're going to Aaron Chalmers turn and destroying this guy. He's a punk. He's a bum. He's not ready for a guy like me. So you better be ready. You better be training.
Yeah, mate. Of course.
Wrong words. Aaron, give us your prediction. Fight night. What happens?
Yeah, listen, I'm under no illusion. And like I say, Idris is a good boxer. Very, very good boxer. But unfortunately, he's away from where I want to be. So it's going to be a hard fight. It's going to be a great fight. So everyone tune in. As you can see, we've got plenty to say. I think there'll be a lot of talking in the ring, and I'll come away victorious.
Oh, we'll see this. We'll see.
I called it at the start of the show. This is the fight of the night. Aaron Chalmers, a lot of experience. Idris Virgo, a lot of experience. We can't wait to see which way this one goes. They've both got a lot of talking to do. I'm sure it's going to go on after we finish this as well. Who knows? We find out September 23rd in Newcastle, live on DAZN. Boys, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you in Newcastle.
Thank you. Yes.
Great.
Thank you, guys.